Hello! Today I will review the Type 57 Heavy tank, which is the Tier 10 heavy tank from the American Tech Tree line, and it's out of those three heavy tanks, it's the one with a clip magazine. This tank is having 400 alpha damage with 22.5 reload time with 6 seconds intra-clip reload and 4 shells. So 1600 damage out of one magazine. 0.31 dispersion and 3400 DPM. The DPM is really good at this tank. There are really not as much heavy tanks that can reach such high DPM. You can maybe do on the VZ100 5A, you can reach about the DPM if you use gun rammer. But this tank has a clip and has such a high DPM. The aiming time is about 2.4 seconds and the stabilization is 0.22. So you need to improve the stabilization, that's why I'm using stabilizer here. Turbocharger and hardening. Hardening is to improve the hit points, and you need those hit points to trade. This tank is really mainly about trading your HP to get those 1600 damage in. 40.4 top speed, so initially it would be 35.4 top speed, so that's why I'm using turbocharger. Fuel range 450 meters, and as modernization, personally I don't have it fully. I would do that, then I would improve the aiming and reduce the accuracy a bit. Here it's your own preference. If you are triggered by artillery, choose this. If you get shot by artillery rarely, take this. Here you can choose this because you will decrease the reload time a bit, but you will back up faster. Here, personally, I wouldn't choose nothing. I would choose nothing because here you get minus 15 aiming circle size after firing, but you will have to aim more for the first shot. So that's a downside to the first shot. But here you get more aiming time to the first shot. Like you have mainly to aim mostly for the first shot and not for the other ones. So with that you would increase your aiming time after firing, and this would be also bad. So personally I wouldn't choose anything here. Here mobility for if you're not using bounty turbocharger to improve your turbocharger. Here Brothers Arms, Recon, Situation Awareness, Repair, and I'm using sound detection here. Brothers Arms, Snapshot to increase the stabilization again, repairs. Brothers in Arms, Repair, Smooth Ride to again increase the stabilization. But after Brothers in Arms, I would do this to improve the mobility, which is kind of lacking on this tank. Repairs and clutch braking, and here Brothers in Arms, repairs. Intuition is important if you're not using full gold shells, like I do, because shell velocity is the same, but the penetration is much better. So let's see what the armor does. So here it is. Starting from the downside, depending on how the tank is turned to you, you can maybe ricochet your fear. The lower plate is easily penetratable. This thing, this thing is armored. This one is armored here. And this is also kind of armored, except this. So what you should know is shoot the lower plate, but don't shoot the upper plate. Because also here, it is armored. Here, if you shoot here, and you can sometimes ricochet off and then penetrate like into the turret. Like, let's say it will just ricochet off here and get somehow here. That's how the game is working, I guess. To the turret. This is easily penetratable. Like you see, this is like the stationary turret, and this is like mounted on here. So the thing where it is mounted on is easily penetratable, except this. So shoot here, you will even penetrate without gold ammo. But don't shoot the mask. You see, it is at some spots penetratable, like for example 92%, but then some point but right next to it, it isn't penetratable anymore. Here it is ricocheting off, but here it is penetratable again. So overall, the turret is randomly armored. So also don't shoot this. And also don't shoot this because you will penetrate, but it's kind of difficult to hit. And the most easy thing to shoot is this, because you will just penetrate it. It's easily penetratable. If we go on with gold ammo with 340 millimeters, which is really good for a heavy tank and really high overall also, then, well, you can see almost the same, except those spots are more easily penetratable. For example, here it's more easily penetratable, but still shoot here. This is the only thing you should know with this tank. This tank isn't for tanking, and it also isn't for side scraping, because like why should you do that? If you side scrape, you can sometimes, if you really need the situational, you can do this to bait maybe some shot off, but you can be penetrated back here from the, like, I think it's the motor section. From the, you can be penetrated in the motor, you can be also penetrated here. So like I already said, this tank has really random armor. Sometimes if you're lucky and if you are playing this tank and you don't get penetrated, then you were lucky. Because this isn't a really armored heavy tank. So this is an example of a battle on the T57 Heavy. I'm here on Empire's border, and I'm driving to the middle position here. Like you can see the 40 kilometers per hour. He's reaching those 40 kilometers per hour, but personal for me, those 40 kilometers per hour are sometimes a bit too slow. So this is one of the downsides of the tank. The pretty low speed. I'm climbing that hill here. You can see the rhinoceronte is also climbing the hill. Let's see what I can do to him. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, there he is. 1, 2, 3. I got one. And the fourth failed. 1593 damage in 6 seconds, and I got one hit from the rhinoceronte. But I still have 2000 damage. Well, and the rhinoceronte also died here. Like 1600 damage from that one clip. Oh, and the gorilla is doing here something. 2. This one wasn't penetrated, yes. And here I am going downside. So 1000 damage, 1200, yeah, 1200 damage here to that gorilla. But it also tanked some shot. Well, he didn't shot gold ammo. If he would have shot his 334 millimeters, I'm pretty sure he would have penetrated me. So for the first 2 minutes, 2700 damage. And this is even on a map where I have to drive kinda good amount of. So I think the gun's potential is a bit too overpowered here with that high DPM of 3300. So many heavy tanks don't even have that high DPM. But this tank has a clip and has that high DPM. Well, you see those three shots. And well, because I was greedy and I wanted to get more damage, I wasn't killing the gorilla, but I still realized all the 4 shots, and I'm also waiting with those shots a bit, because the track of the one FV was blocking the other FV here. So again, another 1600 damage, and like 1600 damage with the stabilization was buffed some time ago. Well, it was a long time ago. But with, oh yeah, the FV killed him here. The question is, where's the other FV? So, like I already said, he was buffed like, I don't know, maybe a year ago, something like that. Well, yes. No penetration, that comes from aiming like this. With that good penetration, 340 millimeters. So many heavy tanks don't have this penetration. This is a really good penetration for this tank. With that clip potential, that okay accuracy, and accuracy after shot, like another 1600 damage without any problems. I mean, I'm just getting 700 damage, and also I don't have any HP problems. I can really trade here. I can do so much more damage than them. Well, it's understandable that this tank isn't good for every map. For map where rather go to a position and tank from the turret, this tank isn't as good. But from those where I can really flank and just don't stay on some position and try to shoot someone's commander hedge. Like, this isn't how the tanks work. Like, you can't really stay and try to shoot someone's commander hedge on this tank. You have to look for a way to trade. Mostly, you will have to trade on this tank. Like I did with the rhinoceronte, with the gorilla. Well, yes, tracked him. Unfortunately. So 1 kill in total, 6700 damage. Even 750 damage tank from that one shot from the grill. Where he didn't shot gold ammo. So overall, this tank can be really fun. With this going out, putting those 4 shells in and just receiving some damage maybe. Or maybe even not. Like for me, the only downside is his... Personally for me, it's not the best tank because I don't like 40 kilometers per hour. And that's it. Otherwise, this tank is really good. I won this battle. First class, great caliber, 6730 damage, 1 kill, 1750 tanked from Skrilla, 129 assist from tracking. 4 shots here, 4 shots here, 4 shots here, 4 shots here. 1122 experience, 22 shots, 18 penetrations. That's pretty good. The battle was 6 minutes and 25 seconds, so in those 6 minutes and 25 seconds I managed to deal 6700 damage. So the potential of this tank is very good. The gun is very good at this tank. Hit points is good. Mobility is, well, more like a Conqueror, a Super Conqueror. But the Super Conqueror is more armored. This tank is randomly armored, like I already said. But still, this tank is worth grinding if you want to have some fun, personally. I hope you liked the video, like and subscribe, and bye.